Alright, hello friends, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. It's time to take another swing at the actual level 6 Darkest Dungeon. This shuffling horror squad wiped us the last time we went up against it. But we did learn a lot about how it operates. It's basically an abomination. And the big problem we had, it feels like to me, the last time we fought it, was we didn't have a squad that dealt very well with getting shuffled. So let me just go through the lads I want to take in, and we'll spend a sec talking about why I'm giving them what I'm giving them and who I'm taking along. Taking Montfichet, the legend man-at-arms. I want him, as the fight starts, to be able to use bolster. Then he must go into retribution for the riposte, because we know that the abomination has AoE attacks. And then he can crush if he needs to, and stun if he needs to. I might actually switch in defender, have him defend Cecil, who is going to use Divine Comfort almost exclusively in the final fight, because she can cast that from any position except for position 1. And Montfichet can do that any position, almost any position. They're nice and flexible. It's really only Crush where he's quite limited. And then we're taking a Crusader and a Highwayman. So now the Crusader I think is great because his damage is high. He gets extra damage versus Unholy, and we came up against quite a few Unholy enemies. Smite is just great, Zealous Accusation is great, we've got a stun, but the main reason is Holy Lance. So if he gets shuffled to position 3 or 4, we can Holy Lance forward, do nice big amounts of damage. Similar thing with Renault, who will Duelist Advance forward into riposte, and then will apply Open Vein from any of the positions 1, 2, 3 or 4, 1, 2 or 3. And then of course, I'm pretty sure that Tracking Shot, yeah, he can use it once per battle, so it affects all of his damage. And then Montfichet hopefully will offset a lot of the stress that everyone's going to take. Camping wise, the man-at-arms has a few great camping skills. We don't have a whole lot of stress reduction, so let's just hope that once we get in there, the stress won't be completely out of control. I think we'll go for dodge and speed or crit melee. Maybe just these two together. But plus 10, 10 dodge and plus 2 speed, that's really good. So tempting to go even more with the dodge. And then once you use bolster, you'll have plus 10 dodge for 64 base dodge. Excellent. But he does need the crit. Okay, the bleed skill chance, I think probably the sharpening sheath is better. Let's go for that. Okay, Eldritch, surgical gloves, just straight healing. Damage to melee skills. Is she gonna use melee skills? I don't know. I don't want to use the Sacred Scroll because I don't want to lower her stun damage. The Ancestor Scroll is amazing for healing. We'll take that instead. It's all ranged skills. Okay, I'm happy with the squad. Let's go. Money isn't looking too strong. Max food, so I can heal with food a lot. It's only a medium, so probably 4 of each, although it takes 6 bandages because bleeding was a big problem in that boss fight. Actually, so was antivenom. We got poisoned quite a lot, if memory serves. So we've spent like 8,000 on consumables, but that's probably the right thing to do. This is a Darkest Dungeon, so this is not the time to be saving money. Alright, Montfichet, Cecil, Dive Bugelen, and René. Good luck.
Once again, the stars are right, and the manor sits at the very epicenter of cosmic unrest. Cultists rally to their twisted idols, and great gongs sound in anticipation of the coming sacrifices. Far below, life-laden shadows pulse to the unrelenting rhythm of a beating heart.
Hectic. I think about one thing, and it's the fact that I've got this set up. This is how I imagine the setup will look in the final boss battle. So what happens turn 1? Renee jumps forward, duelist advance, then gets swapped here with Holy Lance. These two can actually go back and forth, just trading duelist advance. Renee's first 2 turns is probably duelist advance, tracking shot, maybe pistol shot. So Divine Comfort definitely. Dazzling Light I can use from position 2. Judgment I can't. I think I want Mace Bash. Illumination is there in case someone is in stealth. Retribution, stun, dodge, crush.
The blood of the fallen flows ever downward along these titan spires. The creature fattens itself on your failures.
Yeah, nothing too crazy about these lads, just destroy them as soon as possible.
Their formation is broken.
I don't see any
Maintain the
reason for
offensive.
a riposte on him.
Press this advantage.
Shot, won't forget.
Give them no quarter.
Cultist Priest. I wasn't expecting this to happen all the time. I was expecting to have positions 3 and 4 that I could hit with the Holy Lance. Interesting.
The flesh is knit.
No.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
This fucker's gotta die.
Confidence
Job.
surges as the enemy crumbles.
Almost. Come on, really? Wow, 6/3.
A momentary abatement.
18 bleed damage, holy crap. So he likes it. That's more like it.
Strike.
Yes, Renee.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
I think I'll just take that damage.
A devastating blow. Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Let's not make a change. When I'm actually able to use Holy Lance, it'll be worth it.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength
First
to
big,
follow
big
it.
fight. I'm gonna guard her on the next turn. Oh, clutch dodge. Nice. 37 dodge is not bad. 36.
Destroyed.
Dive! That's why we have Holy Lance. Tracking shots, I'm pretty sure applies to melee skills as well, and he's already riposting. Just hoping and hoping I might get a stun off before she can act. Damn, can't hit her. Nice, good hit.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
7 or 8 every turn is really good healing. Does it still keep that? Okay, so just as his action ends, gotta bear that in mind. So unless it says riposte 2, you need to reapply the riposte that turn.
The ground quakes.
Boys, loving these dodges.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
No, these enemies are no joke. Can't help but wonder if I shouldn't have bought the virtue items, virtue trinkets. Shall see. Three priests. Just gonna say, give us a dodge. That is nasty. It's damage, it's stress, and it's bleed resist debuff. Ow. Oh, our Vestal is strong. So hit points is less of an issue. It's the stress here that's the problem. We had one whole turn and we didn't kill anybody. 8 hit points. I need to shoot. I wanted to use tracking shot, but we've got to kill these things as soon as we can.
But never hidden.
Damn it.
Grievous injury. Palpable fear. The wounds of war can be healed.
I have to camp now.
But never hidden.
You're kidding me. Okay, 5 hit points. I was gonna say, was stunning even worth it there? We had 72 stun resist and 140 base. 70% chance to stun. Yeah, that's fine. Is bleed resist? That's surprising.
A dizzying blow
Come
to
on.
body and brain.
We've got double his dodge. He dodges and we don't. Come on.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch
I think we have to
of
camp
battle.
after this fight. That's one bad stress hit away from resolve being tested.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Don't give me a fight. Please don't give me a fight. Okay, good. Is this too early to camp? Maybe. But I really don't want resolve to
Huddled
get tested.
together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
Yeah, so prevents nighttime ambush. That one has mortality debuffs. It's alpha value minus 25. Costs 4. Both of them do nothing. Right, all companions, 75% chance, minus 20. That's half of our remaining. Zealous speech, then we only get a 3 afterwards. Ah, I should have used bandit sense. If this fails, that takes her up to 80 something. And then we just use 2 encourages, I suppose. Hey! Nice work, René. Paid off. So, I'm not going to be getting any combat buffs out, but at least that's a fair amount of stress removed.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
I was just going to say, I'm lamenting having to camp so early because I'm probably not going to carry any camping combat buffs into the final boss, but I don't have any camping combat buffs. Now, can we kill or stun these before they get too many stresses off? Good lord, they apply a lot of stress. They all just go for the Vestal. That was a hard choice between Crush or Bolster. It feels like in the next fight I'm just gonna have to slap guard to the Vestal because it's clear that she's their #1 target.
A decisive pummeling.
Shot.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Oh, come on! God, these level 6 monsters. They don't seem to give a shit about our dodge. Hardly dodging anything. Nice dive.
Precision
Hot.
and power.
God damn it.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
I want to keep the light up, but until I know what I'm up against. I think we have to go through 3 rooms like this and then down to the boss. Please no more fights. Do you know the scouting doesn't actually reveal anything? Pitch dark, but we've only got 5 torches left and we need 4 for the final boss battle. Oh god! Just let me get defend off, please. If I can get a stun off, I have to get it. 70%. Damn it! God damn, this is difficult. Come on! Ugh! 6 over 4? Jesus. Got crit, didn't he? Now this fucker's probably gonna explode.
Eradicated.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to hope that I can get a virtue.
Obliterated.
Oh, a crusader doing work. Now this counts as beast, which is interesting. Stun I don't mind too much. It's stress now that's stressing me out.
Soothed. Sedated.
Looking at this, we would have needed a jester, maybe instead of the man-at-arms. But hindsight's always 20/20. And besides, you're almost always going to wish you had a different composition. I put these guys together specifically for how I'm imagining the boss fight's going to go. Now these fights before the boss are proving to be very challenging. Bleed, you fucker. God damn it.
A momentary abatement.
No, come on! There's 9 damage and 14 stress that shouldn't have gone through. I absolutely should have brought the virtue items along. The amount of stress is unbelievable.
This expedition at least promises success. Secrets
Please
and
no hallway
wonders
battle.
can be found
Please
in
no.
the most tenebrous corners of this place.
Oh, come on! No! No! Virtue, here we go. Come on, Cecil. You fucking god.
Anger is
25%.
power.
I knew it.
Unleash it.
Oh, jeez. Stun that fucker. Come on! Getting stressed out. I'm so stressed out. 14 damage. Can I do 14 damage? Max roll or crit? Not very likely, but worth a try. Minimum roll. Hey, we hit something. Well done.
Soothe.
We're gonna complete 2 turns without. Oh my god. Okay, now Montfort, is there any chance we can get a second resolve chest? Nope.
Reeling, gasping, taken over the edge.
Well, lads, if
into
you had hit your
madness.
fucking shots, maybe this wouldn't be that stressful. We're landing at like a 50% accuracy. Finally! And thank goodness for that powerful roll. That might be the only thing that gives us a chance here.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Now, at the crucial point, he's going to refuse treatment. Just know it.
A powerful blow.
Nice crit, but only 22 damages. Who crits for 22?
Unnerved.
It had to have been a minimum roll.
Balanced.
Jesus.
Ghoulish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Oh, god damn it. It is so fucking difficult in this dungeon.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Well, boys. Good luck. So 32% protection. He keeps summoning more priests. The question is, do we just focus the shuffling horror,
A brilliant
or keep killing the
confluence
little
of
priest? Because
skill
every time you
and
kill the
purpose.
priest, the shuffling horror has to spend 1 action point summoning another one. So I think what we'll do is we will hit him whenever we can hit both. Damage. Oh, that's so good. We're not going to stun this thing. Counts as Eldritch. This does. 6 to 12 is not terrible. Minus dodge. Debuff is 88%. So only 50% chance to lower its dodge. Just keep cranking out the heals.
A momentary abatement.
Go on, Cecil. Just keep everyone topped up. That's what I want to see, boys. That is what I want to see. It does occur to me, though, we didn't bring anybody in that can lower protection. If we end up having to do this again, that's probably the thing we're going to have to
Reeling.
bring along.
About to break.
I don't see any point in guarding her yet. Boys, give us some dodges. Oh, Jesus. Okay, we at least hit him once there. One of the two missed him. Please tell me you're going to keep increasing. What did you increase damage? Okay. So at this rate, it should take us 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 more turns to kill this thing at least. I don't feel good about that at all. This time we start shuffling her to the back. Well, we will now, or once we use Holy Lance, and she'll start getting shuffled. 21, yes! Oh, boys! That's why we brought the riposte boys along. Now the man-at-arms is in position 4, which is not ideal. But I'm pretty sure he can still riposte from back there. If not, he can just use guard. 68% bleed chance, but I need to reapply Duelist's Advance. So he's going to alternate Duelist's Advance and Bleeding Lash. We've been lucky, he hasn't refused the heal yet. Damage from guarded. Which one gives damage from guarded? Okay, and command, which we don't have active. So I'm just going to keep defending. Who's got the lowest dodge? Okay, Cecil. So his positioning is not ideal, but I mean, as you can see here, we keep getting shuffled. Come on, boys, we're doing it!
Impressive.
Yes! I know you're all stressed, just keep it together. Right now, you can do the honors. Yes!
Size has no
Slain.
intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
I almost don't even want to say we've done it. Let's get through this without someone dying first.
Masterfully executed.
Ah!
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Get me the fuck out of here. Well done, boys. Well done. My god. That did not look like it was going to be successful. Scary. God, that was scary. So, Talisman of the Flame. What do these do? Revelation, minus 100% stress. Revelation, minus 100% damage taken. But these are buffs we'd use for the boss battles, I'm imagining. We don't need that shield at all, really, for the man-at-arms. Oh, that was scary.
You have merely
Well done.
glimpsed the edge of the abyss, but it is enough to trigger the cycle of revelation. Now, like me, you will begin to see things as they truly are.
Scary. So, I do want to head back into the Crimson Court and take out that gargoyle, but we need to train up a second grave robber. I think 2 grave robbers is what we need, so we can use Pick to the Face, which will then go straight through all that protection. Oh, do they kill everybody's stress? Cool. It's an interesting little icon. Oh, that shows them as having survived a run in the Darkest Dungeon. Awesome. Activate 3 Iron Crowns. Long. Lighting the way. The creature's gestation must be interrupted. Overwhelm the defending force and illuminate beacons. Force the thing to reveal itself prematurely. As long as we're going on along, I think I want to take my cultist along. And then we will put the occultist with people who can riposte. I mean, we saw how effective that was. I think Dolmar. At least one riposter, yeah. What else? Either healer. We'll probably take our Vestal. I mean, is there a flagellant available? There is. A flagellant as healer. Antiquarian will use Protect Me on the Highwayman, who will do damage versus marked, will he? I didn't end up using tracking shot all that much. Advance forward, point blank yourself backwards if you have to. Okay, we need damage. Damage. There's the play. Like this. Is it though? We don't have any way to lower protection though. I think I might need a marked target to lower protection. Or we take some poison damage. Because we know that with the items we can give to the Plague Doctor, she can stab for a lot of damage. So this combo together gives you bleed skill chance, damage, max HP, disease resist, blight and skill stun. However, if I go for bloody herb plus dissecting kit, it's accuracy, it's bleed skill, it's damage. We actually need to go plus healing skills. I mean, his heal is already pretty damn good. So death blow resist, max HP, bleed skill. His death blow is 83. Okay. So healing, blight, debuff. Or we take scouting items. Let's take along the virtue trinkets. We said in the last dungeon we wanted the virtue trinkets. There's something about that other ring. Here we go, this hero's ring. I always overlook it. Okay, so your job, Aegis, is to use Protect Me, Invigorating Vapors. I like the D-Stealth though. What are the blight and bleed resistance numbers like? 105, quite high, 90, 90, 80, 80, pretty good. Right, okay, so you're going to punish, you're going to exsanguinate, claim and heal. I might actually put Rain of Sorrows, yeah, so that I can hit those backline nerds. Stun them, whip them, Goodless advance them. Okay, that looks good. Now let's keep removing negative quirks from our high level people. Fear of Unholy, that's gotta go. Cecil, you've kind of become one of our most important brothers. Eldritch Slayer is nice. I don't mind this soft. It's not good. Soft. And not long now till we can complete the red hook. Alright friends, as you can see, look at that, 21 out of 28. I need to make some replacements. But we'll keep checking back here every week until we can get another grave robber. Ideally a level 3 grave robber. In any case, when we come back, we will be diving straight back into the darkest estate. Light the way. It's going to be a long mission. We have to activate 3 iron crowns. I'm just thinking, if it's a long mission, should we go fasting seals? Gives everyone plus dodge. much food is there. It's grim. Okay, there's 36 food. That'll be fine. Okay, when we come back into the actual darkest estate. As always, thanks for watching, friends. See you next time.